with your picks. So
don't give anything.
You want to float around maybe a little bit in the draft like a butterfly?
Yeah, sting like a butterfly and float like a bee.
Both teams doing both of those.
Yes, they are.
Didn't we see Carry Legion
bumbling around in the draft?
Didn't we see Carry Legion in some game? Am I crazy?
We saw Middle Legions.
Middle Legion. Okay.
That was Seb, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe
we've seen 2 of them so far.
And he owned it. I remember that.
We've seen 2 Middle Legions against Batrider. So I'm almost certain Batrider will be a support.
Yeah.
But you might even put him as a 5 in the off lane because you have a Legion that you don't want to lane against, probably. So they banned the Troll because I think Troll +1 is a real problem for Legion in the laning stage. Yeah. I think there's other heroes that are annoying to play Legion into, but if you're going to first round the pick, it just needs to not get destroyed in the laning stage. I also love the Grimstroke Legion combo because your only limit on dual damage is your ability to use it off cooldown, and now you get 2 duels for Grimstroke Ultimate.
Yep. Give me that damage.
Or in my case, you can feed twice as many duels. And then kill them even faster.
The game changes.
Witch Doctor against DK is real nice. Yes, I will say that right now. I think DK is annoying for Legion, but it's not like a target that's going to always be in front of you that you can't duel. But the Witch Doctor Maledict is just so good against DK. If you apply it before the BKB, the damage still goes off, which is something that changed with the patch like 2 patches ago, I think.
Yeah.
So once that DK Maledicted, he's
Maledict.
He's gonna be dicked.
You want to talk about like stocks that is rising. A lot of these first and second pick heroes, but it feels like Witch Doctor, the underlying, like really strong 3-4 pickup.
It really is. I will say, though, it kind of goes both ways, right? If DK gets a quick blink dagger like we saw Shad get, I don't know, Grimstroke and Witch Doctor kind of just melt in the back line, so I feel like it's who gets the jump. But Enigma, VP been the team, besides Liquid, who kind of picked it a few games, lost with it. We've seen VP win with it multiple times.
This is a really well-constructed draft because they see the 2 supports as well as what's most likely the off lane, and they banned the 1 carry that can do a BKB piercing stun to the Enigma.
Yeah.
So now all the roles that usually get that BKB piercing stun and the role that's left has been banned out. That's a really well thought out draft from VP that I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm almost certain this Enigma pick was planned once they had their opening done. Like once the 4 heroes were picked in the opening, they're like, we're gonna pick this hero, they're gonna respond with a support, and then we're gonna pick Enigma, unless that support is like Wyvern or something. But none of those heroes are really, all the supports that traditionally counter Enigma aren't exactly good against what VP picked in the first 3. So that's incredible foresight, I think, in drafts. That's really hard to pull off, and that's kind of the great captain. I'm not trying to just like suck up to Solo here, but I'm very impressed by. I'm like, oh, they have to pick a carry that has a BKB piercing stun. Oh, it's Void. Oh, wait, that's already banned. Wow.
No.
So
checking all the boxes, and it's impressive.
Yeah. What if you're TSpirit? I think I'm highlighting that this is a really hard pick to address, and they choose to go for PA, which
pure aggression
I think is really bad here. So really underwhelmed by PAs in general. I don't think she's the best lead commander target in terms of press the attack. Legion and PA both struggle from damage issues in the mid game, where PA needs like her first 2 items. Legion needs dual damage, otherwise she doesn't do damage. And then so press the attack is really effective in the mid game with a lot of carries, even like a gyro, something like that dishes out the damage. But with PA, until it's like 30-40 minutes into the game, that press the attack's pretty underwhelming, especially since you already have that attack speed steroid.
I mean, your supports, though, right? Kind of, you say you don't really have much mid-game damage. Isn't that where Grimstroke and Witch Doctor come in, though? Your supports definitely add.
I personally think Witch Doctor's damage is dependent upon your team doing damage. Like, Witch Doctor's Maledict only does damage if the rest of your heroes do damage.
Well, you've got a nice combo, at least. That is the one thing you could say.
Oh, I didn't mention the double task. The double cask from Witch Doctor.
Double daggered.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the boop, boop, boop.
It's a lot of stuff. I mean, you have a lot of lockdown, honestly, and that's the thing. I think you are going to have to fight like S4 or 5 super early into this game as TSpirit. I mean, the heroes pretty much suggest that, and you have to go into a VP, the Enigma. We've seen Zayats. He is super patient. Even if he sees a perfect black hole, he'll wait for an even more perfect.
Even perfecter.
Yep.
BSJ, when you get the triple stifling dagger, when you throw it on a soulbound target,
how many daggers is it?
It's 6, so unless it's different than Morphling's adaptive strike.
It does indeed.
Because the only reason I know that is because of the Morphling Adaptive Strike talent at level 25. We've seen that before.
What do we got to address? You need damage on VP, obviously. You need that carry, and on Spirit...
On VP, you need late game damage. Yeah. On Team Spirit, you need mid game damage. So, I don't think Invoker... maybe Invoker's just good against the heroes. It was just good versus their heroes. It's really good versus Pango. It's annoying to deal with in the mid game.
Ooh, the group up.
Good versus DK.
They're assuming it's a DK safe lane then against the Legion if they ban the Necro. And they do go the Kunkka.
All right, and tons of mid-game damage and survivability, which is nice.
Do you just go Monkey King here? That seems real strong.
It does. Do you? Yeah, you do. Good call. That like right when you said it, it's like, oh my goodness, this is free in the lane. This is free in the. Besides, as long as you have a better start than a Kunkka, so it doesn't always get like the X to jump on you, you're pretty safe this game.
I was pretty confident when I said it. I was like, wait a minute, that's like a pick. I had to make sure it wasn't banned yet, and I think the Enigma and Monkey King picks were just too good. I think VP's draft is really well thought out, and sadly see another similar story to the first game, I think.
Yeah, I do think Team Spirit, if they can just run around with this Grimstroke PA, if the PA, this might be one of the games, I think you almost always have to go Battle Fury. Maybe you don't this game. Maybe you try to run him down because of Enigma. Monkey King waste one ult at like the 20-minute mark. You have Vlad's death, so sure, you might be able to have a chance, but I agree with BSJ. I think VP 90-10 almost.
Ooh, that is some pretty one-sided odds. Feels like, do you think this is more of an outdraft than game one?
Yes.
I think it's about the same.
I think it's a little more.
All right, well, it's definitely an uphill battle for Team Spirit, but they're in the upper bracket.
They are.
No better time than to climb up that hill and head into the upper bracket finals by taking down Virtus Pro. It's going to be a tough task ahead, though. First, they're going to have to win this game and go on to game 3. We'll see if that happens, though. We've got LD, we've got Blitz, we've got a game 2. What more could we ask for?
That was lame. You don't have the sign.
Prepare for battle.
That was lame.
A competitive game of Dota 2. That's what we can ask for, Cap. It was a bit of a spanking in game 1, Blitz. Are we going to see a round 2?
I think so. I think the reason why they picked the PA is because they wanted to speed up the tempo of the game. There's two ways to address Enigma. Either you pick heroes that can BKB Pierce, or you just fight him whenever he has cooldown. Like, those are the only two ways that you can deal with that hero.
Well, they have low cooldowns as far as the draft goes. Definitely a team that can fight early. I guess the big question is, will the lanes be good for them? Can they snowball?
I don't know. The odds think that they won't.
I mean, I feel like VP could have picked 5 carries, and they
People
would still be favored, and maybe even fairly so. So maybe not 5 carries, but, you know, 4. So here we go. Our opening match of the upper bracket. VP will, should they win this, would face either Secret or OG. I think that VP Secret potential showdown looks pretty juicy without.
So would VP OG?
That is true. I mean, OG have to be heavy underdogs, right? Apparently,
Yes.
Seb had a scooter accident.
Oh, I hope he's okay.
He says he's feeling much better, but not sure how he'll play today. So I guess he probably like messed up his hand or something. But I mean, you know, Secrets just looked like a juggernaut. This is VP, to be honest.
Yeah, VP is in a very similar situation.
The big beasts in their group, but not out of the woods yet. Spirit are going to start things off with 3 heroes bottom. They're sending the PA tri-lane there and leaving the Legion alone top. Really trying to get the right lane matchups. And VP are also scrambling to rotate. They'll end up sending the Bat as well as the Pango down here. It's a bit of musical lanes. Who do you feel like has the edge?
I kind of feel like this will benefit VP in the end, because they're going to win the mid matchup, which I think is pretty crucial. Although Rezo already come all the way down here. I think ideally they want to put this Bat Rider not against the Legion. if they can help it.
Our top lane, a DK versus Legion for the moment. DK, obviously lots of sustain, pretty tanky. And this does leave Enigma in the jungle, just chilling and farming. So that's like the vulnerability in the early laning stage. We'll see if these supports are able to punish it. They're contesting the pull that Solo was going for. Durachio should get lots of farm. How good of an Enigma game do you think it is?
I think it's a really good Enigma game. You're against 3 melee cores. That's usually how I can tell if it's a good Enigma game. And it's like 3 melee cores that at least 2 of them want to be up in your face hitting. Like, they're not really the best spellcasters. Legion, of course, will duel, and it's very likely that PA will jump in right after her, whoever she dual targets, right? And so you have an easy setup on a BKB black hole on 2 of your main cores to begin with. Like, it's not the most fun I've seen.
Some courier snipe here on the side of the fight while they initiate a bit more north. And now Solo trying to roast down Misha. Does have 4 name
Solo might
up on him, but he's got nothing on Durachio, who's not turning and giving chase.
I think Solo's dead.
Cask cooling down. I don't even think they're gonna need it, and that should be the first blood. Needs another nuke or 2. Gets off the salve, still gonna go down, and it goes to, of all heroes, the Phantom Assassin.
Yes. Start for them at bottom. I think Solo just overestimated how strong his hero was at that point, honestly.
And good news for VP, Enigma obviously not being contested, and no one is doing really well mid. 17-5 to the 13-1 of Kunkka. So obviously VP not expecting a win in a tri-lane versus dual lane scenario. They are struggling a little bit in the top lane though. It seems like All Day is getting the better of ILTW, at least for the moment. Overall, just around a 1k gold lead for TSpirit, and now initiating again on Resolution. They managed to slow him down with the Stroke of Fate. The cast comes through a bit too late to give pursuit. Pressure is real here.
I really like this right now. They figure Rezo's been having way too many free lanes lately, and so they're going to do everything they can to try to slow this momentum down. But again, you are tri-laning. You want a little bit more than this, which is why they're going to pull into the side. They want to make sure that they're getting kills, or they're completely zoning out this Pango if you're going to devote 3 heroes to this cause.
Definitely not having a great time so far. As Solo is going to try to contest this. Ball just clips level 3, the jump forward. Durachio committing a decent amount for that.
There's a lot of regen that they burned out.
3 before Rezo, just because of the constant pressure on him.
Yeah, and even despite them tri-laning, like, they're picking up levels just fine. This
2 level 3
mid-matchup
heroes
though,
already.
he's almost doubled them up in last hits, very close to that, and he's got 11 denies to Kunkka's 12, in fact.
Kunkka had to walk back to base and then
oh, now he's jungling great.
TP out, so he's
This looks like fun.
real behind.
And Enigma is absolute free farming. Like, he's a higher level than anyone at bottom too. This is a really solid start for VP. Like, I don't think you should care about this too much for the lanes that are completely free farming. And it's not like ILTW is doing the worst at top. 22-9 kind of sucks. Like, he's going to be a level behind at some point, but his last hitting is just fine. He's only 4 last hits behind the Legion.
They're going to rotate on mid. No one. Here comes Immersion, working together with Ergon. Can he get the kill in the Monkey King? He's going to man up. He's the Jinko. He gets the Immersion kill. Can he get out? He will have a mischief ready. Tries to scurry away. The tree, the creeps are actually cooperating with no one. He'll dodge the Torrent. Can he grab the Bounty Rune? You betcha.
Oh my god.
Now he's going to salve up. Rotation coming in from Misha. Jukes through the trees. The Cask is there. They need this kill with the Punic. They will finally get it, but man, what a commitment just to kill him off.
Do you think he would have lived if he didn't go for the Bounty Rune?
Maybe. Yeah, because he could have run like to the north, right?
Yeah. But it's okay. He picked up some...
You don't want to waste too much time. There's creeps. Be fun.
Team player, man. Team player.
So catapult wave, but no real push gonna happen in the mid lane. Rezo is just so poor right now. Level 3.
Yeah, he's got 12 CS. They're doing a really good job of locking him down. They put the clamps on him, but he has to hope that he gets carried a bit in this mid game.
Pango's always relatively useful, like even if he doesn't get a lot of farm, you know. Like, you still have rolling. You could build those utility items for the team. We see the heroes as support fairly often. So it's not like, you know, a Wraith King getting no farm, but it's obvious. They're gonna jump on Resolution again. Cat's coming through. He tries to jump away with the swashbuckle, force the TP out. And while that's happening, we also see the invasion into the Spirit Woods. Nope. Feeling very confident right now. They have a smoked up Enigma too, with his Dominator and Black Hole. Oh, they'd love to get a kill on the Legion. Zaya creeping in. They get the Dragon Tail off. Will he back away? Here comes the Troll creep. Now the Black Hole. They waste time. They're going to double TP Spirit to try and turn this around. Legion, pretty tanky.
Quite a bit.
I don't know if they're going to finish him off. They eat one more auto attack and just get the kill, and it's a big one. That was a level 6 Legion. Down he goes. Now the chase onto the Witch Doctor. Misha, no boots yet. They can cut him off here with the Troll creep. A little D-ward action as well. And he's got another ensnare. Gets it off. Just about has the Malefice. The cast bouncing. Misha back to safety. Malefice won't be enough, and he will live.
Yeah, only one level of the stun, but good use of the Black Hole early on. Zayat.
And Resolution is loving this. Now move on to Dirachi on the bottom lane. He's been abandoned. They saw those supports rotating. VP, they want to punish. Tries to blur away. They chase forward, though. They have the Orb of Venom slow. They get the Jingu. Boundless Strike to follow, and a kill on the PA. It's
That's
still no one in the lead.
There's both side lane cores dead.
And Red was getting XP during that time. Solo was getting XP mid. He might pay, though, with the boat crashing through. Torrent as well. It's a 3-hero commitment. No one comes in. Balance Strike with a Jingu is up in 2 seconds. Gets off the Maledict. He's going to heal right through this. He wants to go for the 2-for. He'll get it. Now just walks away. This Monkey King is really snowballing.
He dodged the hit with the Mischief, too. That's pretty sick.
And he's just keep on going. Forces Immersion all the way back. I mean, like, it just doesn't feel like they can slow him down right now. Well, you talked about Spirit as, like, the lineup that wants to constantly blitz.
Yes, sir.
Black Hole is on cooldown. You got 100 seconds. Where you going?
I think you want to actually go top and punish the off-lane DK. Like, I don't think you should be allowed to just kind of sit up here, trade out farm, hit your tower for free, then get to reset over and over again. Because they're just not really making any moves. And this is why ILTW, in fact, switches lanes. Like, I think this is a really, really smart TP by him. And they're going to move no one up here instead.
The infestation is coming.
Oh, this would be a pretty big kill. Afterlife is
Vision for him whatsoever all day. Oh, just jumping a little too far with the... But they still have the Jingu stacks. Centaur's there. Good work being done. I think they can power through All Day's armor and finish him off. They'll need just a couple more auto attacks. He can tree dance forward. No, Flame Break gonna cut him off. All Day left on an island here. He does purge himself again with the press the attack, but no one just keeps on jumping forward, and eventually they will corral him, kill him off. While that's happening bottom lane, they're making it go on ILTW. He thought he was getting away from the going bottom, but in fact, there's 4 heroes waiting for him, so he will die and do so in Dragon form.
Yeah, I mean, he popped Dragon form and started hitting their bottom tower. It's not too surprising that he was going to get punished for that.
Kinda asking for it.
I think that trade is still kind of okay considering how farmed Afterlife was. Oh, that hit. And the lucky shot proc. This should be a dead immersion. I don't really see what Afterlife wants to do in this game as Legion Commander. Like, he's just going to chill.
Gonna be a dead Misha too. Wukong's command committed. No one grabs another. He's already dominating. He's still not really combat ready. He's gonna try to engage, but Resolution just rolling away.
Bye, Afterlife.
Bye, Afterlife.
And he grabs his DD just for good measure. I love watching Pingle roll, by the way. It's just so lazy and cute. He just waves at you.
Don't let him fool you.
Oh yeah, he's real deadly.
I was gonna say silent, but he's actually quite a... Is really the reaction to a silent but deadly?
Yeah, I kind of saw what you were going for there, but I'm mature. I'm mature. You know?
Yeah.
I'm too good for these kinds of jokes. Very highbrow humor.
Highbrow or highbrow?
Highbrow.
Okay.
You see?
What is highbrow?
I don't know. I was trying to be funny.
Some 420 stoner stuff. Well, VP. just chilling bottom lane. We are going to see the Mask of Madness rush on Duraccio here. Interesting pickup by him. I don't feel like I see this very days. I mean, obviously you can disassemble it later, Blitz, but you know, it's not really like a huge damage item, and it's not really a huge farming item. It's sort of like a compromise. Here comes the initiate. They want to go. They have the Rolling Thunder lasso as well. They get it off an Ergon. Not the best roll by Rizzo, but he's going to come back for round 2 with Boundless Strike. He's going to hit him all. Few, locks him down. Now the black hole. There's nothing to cancel it. Ode's just got to walk away, and that's a tower down. That might even be 2 towers with a fresh dragon form, a Dominator army. Do VP even consider push? I guess all their ults are on cooldown, so they'll probably just settle for the tier 1.
That was well set up by VP. I just don't really see how Spirit is going to win a fight with their lineup. I just think that they're coming in from too many angles. There's too much that they have to cut through, and ultimately this is still going to be a pretty free Enigma game. You wanted the laning phase to go better than this if you're Spirit, so that they could snowball, because they have to create space for PA. I think this is still a really strong PA game into... Actually, it's not really. I'm looking at the heroes right now, and I just misspoke, because I don't think she's going to be able to kill Dragon Knight.
Monkey King can somewhat man fight if you don't have like huge damage.
Yeah, but if you pop your ulti, you get all that extra armor too. Like, there's just so much she has to cut through. I think this game is...
And they're good at kiting her. They've got lucky shot procs. They have the lasso, Firefly up and down hills.
Yeah,
and she needs a BKB before she can really engage. And then there's always the black hole, and the lasso. So they don't really have a save. So I guess they have Purge.
Yeah, the three melee heroes in a black hole feels really tough to play into right now. When you're ahead like this too, Zayats just gets to do whatever he wants. Like, he can just chill, sit back, farm. You can see whenever he doesn't have the black hole, because his team is doing so much and no one is being an absolute terror on the map, he just gets to AFK farm.
So Duraccio will go for the Death Zone, so we're going to see a Battle Fury being skipped. Still needs some time to farm this up though, as he will rotate down bottom under cover of Blur.
I think they want to bring all the heroes down here.
LTW immediately.
Bring all the heroes here. You got
Dragon form. They know the black hole's on cooldown for 90 seconds. Should be a good time to fight, but you're walking into Wood's command. You're walking into Flame Break. You're walking into trouble if you're Duraccio. No, never mind. He'll blink out, but the Rolling Thunder keeps on chasing, and Resolution rolling. A whole lot now. He's got to back away. Solo about to meet the boat, and not to his liking. Can they burst him? He's relatively tanky. That gets off the lasso. He will eventually go down.
This is okay for sure.
He will disengage.
If they could get no one here too.
More. Oh, he's got Echo Saber already. He wants to fight against a 3-hero Boundless Strike, huge play by VP, and now they chase forward. Duraccio down dangerously low, has to back out, and no one on pursuit. He's got the Jingu stacks, he's got the kills on the PA, it's 3, just like, and it's about to be 4. They get him with the ultra longer.
The longest melee.
What the hell was that? He just like threw the rapier at him and somehow finds the kill. And they're gonna get a tower too. It looked okay, but that 3-hero Boundless just destroyed them.
They all clumped up on those staircases. They're gonna lose the tower for this now too. I mean, I just don't. I'm failing to see it right now. Like, I think it's just too much for them to overcome.
Black hole.
Yeah,
and a Rolling Thunder that was like mediocre at best,
and a Monkey King ult that didn't really hit anybody.
Yeah, he just blinked out.
They're so much further ahead. They're so good at team fighting right now.
And I do feel like they probably outscaled Spirit into the late game because of the Enigma.
I think so too.
See another look at this fight.
So it looks okay if you kill Solo here and you back out.
Remind, there's a black hole happening. Back to the Duraccio, getting caught on the PA again. He's down. That's 2 deaths in as many minutes. And now they're chasing for more. No one just charging forward. He's building towards the death. So Ergon joins this. He's got an armlet up. Drops the boat. They get off the Maledict. That's the mischief dodge. It's gonna be just fine. He's turning around and fighting this one. No one gets up the balance. Again, it's on 2 heroes. This guy is playing out of his mind on the Monkey King. They'll find yet another kill. And now they drag in the Legion Commander. It's another 4-hero wipeout. Team
I actually think they might call him pretty soon.
That's an 11-1 and 3 Monkey King. And Rizzo who had an awful lane, is 3-0 and 8.
Yeah, his team fighting is still there. Oh boy.
No one is just outplaying them so hard.
Yeah, I mean, he's really come alive in this tournament. It's been rare for me to see him get outplayed at all. Even when he was pretty much everybody. Weehaw, doesn't matter. Ergon, doesn't matter. I mean, he's just...
And this is a VP team, like, you remember prior to this tournament and this new lineup, like, very disappointing VP team. You know, a team that was a regular in the top 3 at the majors all last season. They shuffled up the roster, and frankly, they were just not delivering. But they seem completely revitalized.
Submerger's gonna die now.
Another kill, and I'll take that, says no one. Just add that streak.
Yeah, I'm so impressed right now with how they're playing.
And they're going to instantly smoke too. Vampire Fang's hitting the deck.
It's this fast playstyle that they just keep going and going and going. They find kill after kill. No one is safe.
Darachu is going to die. They're going to maybe even find another third.
So they're just going pick off up and down the map, finding heroes
across the world. No one. He's going to guess south, but in fact, Misha did go north. He's got Boundless. Gets off the hit. Now the follow-up Centaur stuff. They just get in range, and the Purge too late. Legion can't save him with the press the attack. Another. That's 3. Then they're going for more. No one's ready to break high ground. He's hopping up on the trees. And TSpirit, like, they don't even want to be remotely in the neighborhood. So that's another tower loss in all likelihood.
Somehow this game is looking more one-sided than the previous one.
And I didn't really think that was possible. Yeah, here they go. They're diving them to tier 4. They haven't even taken the tier 2 yet.
Guys, come on.
VP, feeling themselves.
Don't do it to them, not like this.
Maybe a little too hard.
They don't even have Black Hole or that tower down. They're still doing it.
Psychological damage for TSpirit. Ramping up now. No one did lose his Jingu stacks, but he waits in the trees. They ping him out. They know he's got to be nearby. And they're backing up to the left side, but that is not addressing this ILTW Dragonite, who just keeps getting onto the tower.
He doesn't even have Black Hole. He's just pinging.
Kunko's just flip pushing. The base is dying. They're just giving up a whole lane of Vrax at 18 minutes, a 12,000 gold disadvantage. Solo threatening to flame break and dive in, and it seems like this will be entirely uncontested. That's a melee down. Spirit now moving in. PA coming to fight. Doesn't have the Deso yet. He'll come in from behind and work on the Batrider. But in the front side, it's no one with the initiation on the Wukons. And suddenly, the PA's completely on her own. They tried to split them up, and they did it beautifully. VP finding 2, finding a lane, finding everything they want.
All right, they're just gonna call it. Not even a. Yeah. They didn't even take a single base defense.
That was a thrashing beatdown.
And Zayat
annihilation
just throws down the BM hole on the ground. Favorite part was when he walked further and further. He just inched his way up into their base. He's like, "You guys really not gonna do anything about this, huh?"
Yeah. I don't even have Black Hole, and they were just backing to tier 4s.
Wow, they actually got